Have you ever looked at the lives of those deemed extraordinary, those who changed the world, and wondered why they often seemed so isolated? From the solitary meditations of Buddha to the enigmatic reclusiveness of Van Gogh, a pattern emerges. These individuals, often hailed as beacons of light, seem drawn to the shadows. Is it a burden of knowledge, fear of misunderstanding, or something deeper, cosmic calling that demands solitude? Today, we embark on a journey to explore the complex psyche of the Chosen One. Let's delve into the shadows and illuminate the reasons why these extraordinary individuals often find solace in solitude. Section 1. The burden of knowledge. Imagine possessing knowledge far beyond your contemporaries, a mind capable of grasping intricate patterns, of seeing connections others cannot. This is the burden of the intellectual, the visionary, the chosen one. Socrates, the father of Western philosophy, famously said, "The only true wisdom is a knowing you know nothing." Yet, those who seek wisdom often find themselves isolated. True understanding can be a lonely pursuit. When you see the world as a complex interplay of forces, it can be difficult to connect with those who operate on simpler levels. Misunderstandings arise, and the fear of being misunderstood can lead to withdrawal. Moreover, the weight of knowledge can be overwhelming. The responsibility to use this knowledge wisely can be a crushing burden. Solitude becomes a refuge where one can process information without external distractions. Let's explore this concept further by examining the lives of historical figures known for their intellectual prowess. From Aristotle to Einstein, we'll see how their pursuit of knowledge often led to a solitary existence. Section 2. The fear of misunderstanding. Often, those deemed chosen carry a unique perspective, a lens through which they view the world that differs significantly from the mainstream. This divergence can lead to a profound sense of isolation. When your ideas, passions, or beliefs are far ahead of their time, it can be incredibly difficult to find like-minded individuals. Imagine being an artist in a society that values practicality over creativity, or a visionary in a world dominated by short-term thinking. The chasm between your inner world and the external reality can be overwhelming. Fear of rejection, ridicule, or simply being misunderstood can drive these individuals into solitude. Moreover, sharing one's deepest thoughts and feelings can be a vulnerable act. The risk of exposure, of being judged or misinterpreted, is a constant threat. For those who have experienced betrayal or rejection in the past, fear of repetition can be paralyzing. Let's examine the lives of artists and innovators throughout history. From Vincent van Gogh to Steve Jobs, we'll see how their unconventional minds often led to periods of profound loneliness. Section 3. Call of higher purpose. Many of those we consider chosen often describe a sense of being called to a higher purpose. This internal compass, while providing direction and meaning, can also lead to a profound sense of isolation. When one's life is dedicated to a cause larger than oneself, it can be challenging to connect with those focused on personal ambitions or material pursuits. The demands of a higher calling often require sacrifices, such as time, relationships, and personal comfort. This can create a distance between the chosen one and their peers. Moreover, the weight of responsibility can be immense. The fear of failure, of letting down those who believe in their mission, can be paralyzing. Pressure to live up to expectations can create a sense of loneliness, as even loved ones may struggle to understand the depth of their commitment. Let's explore the lives of religious leaders, social activists, and other individuals who have dedicated their lives to a cause. From Gandhi to Mother Teresa, we can see how their unwavering commitment to their mission shaped their personal lives. Section 4. The introvert's inclination. While not all chosen ones are introverts, a significant number exhibit introverted tendency. The inclination towards solitude, often seen as a defining characteristic of introversion, can be amplified in individuals carrying the weight of extraordinary abilities or responsibilities. Introverts tend to recharge by spending time alone, a necessity for those processing complex thoughts, emotions, or information. This inherent preference for solitude can be misconstrued as arrogance, aloofness, or even arrogance. However, it is often a simple need to protect their energy and focus. Furthermore, introverts often have a deep inner world, rich with creativity and imagination. This internal landscape can be so captivating that the external world pales in comparison. Fear of losing touch with this internal richness can drive them further into solitude. Let's examine the lives of introverted historical figures, artists, and thinkers. From Marie Curie to J.D. Salinger, we can see how their introverted nature influenced their choices and their relationships. Section 5. The Spiritual Path. For many, the journey of a chosen one is intrinsically linked to a spiritual or mystical path. This path often involves solitary contemplation, meditation, or ritual. The search for deeper meaning and connection to something greater than oneself can lead to a profound sense of isolation. When one is immersed in the realm of the spirit, the material world can seem shallow and insignificant. The need to connect with like-minded individuals can be challenging, as spiritual paths are often highly personal and individualized. Moreover, the experiences associated with spiritual awakening can be overwhelming and disorienting. The need to integrate these experiences into one's life often requires solitude and introspection. Let's explore the lives of spiritual leaders, mystics, and yogis. From Rumi to Teresa of Avila, we can see how their spiritual journeys shaped their relationships with the world and with themselves. Section 6. The Price of Greatness. Ultimately, the solitude of the chosen one can be seen as a price paid for their gifts, talents, or calling. While their contributions to the world may be immense, personal cost is often high. Pressure to live up to expectations, the fear of failure, and the constant scrutiny can create a sense of loneliness that is difficult to alleviate. The weight of responsibility can be overwhelming, and the fear of making mistakes can be paralyzing. Moreover, the success of the chosen one can alienate friends and family. As their world expands, their connections to their roots may weaken. This sense of detachment can contribute to feelings of isolation. Let's examine the lives of historical figures who achieved great heights of success and fame. From Winston Churchill to Marilyn Monroe, we can see the human cost of their extraordinary lives. Conclusion. The solitude of the chosen one is a complex and multifaceted issue. While it is tempting to romanticize the solitary figure as a tragic hero, it is essential to recognize the human cost of this isolation. By understanding the factors that contribute to the solitude of these individuals, we can develop greater empathy and compassion. We can also learn from their experiences, finding ways to balance our own ambitions with our need for connection. Ultimately, the journey of the chosen one is a reminder that even those who illuminate the world for others may walk through darkness themselves.